Okay, everybody, welcome to this week's Team Rise and Grimes weekly call. We are starting a new phase one. I kind of started doing this at the beginning of the year, just revisiting some of the basics because we have a lot of new coaches. And I thought it would be good for us just to kind of stay in like a phase one, because they are all things that we all need to be doing no matter where we're at in our business. Okay, so tonight's call is going to be on the art of inviting. So make sure you have something to take notes because I'll be giving y'all some tips on inviting people. But first, I have some announcements. Just a couple of things y'all already know. I'll just remind you. Next week, Monday through Friday, I will be running a healthy eating meal prep 101 group. So this is what we call a freemium group. It's a free group that you can invite people to, and what it does is it introduces them to like our group dynamics and helps you form a relationship with them. So even though I'm running the group, I want you all to be in the group and engaging with your people that you add to the group, okay? Because if I'm engaging with them and you're not, guess what happens? You want me to be their coach, okay? I don't want to be your visitor's coach. I want you to be their coach. So I open up this group as an avenue for our team to use, but that doesn't give everybody a free pass. Y'all still need to be in there and engaging with your people. It gives you a chance to form relationships with them, which is some of what we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, so that starts Monday and goes through Friday, and there are no purchases required. Oh, I'm going to mute everybody. I always do that. I mute myself. Okay, there we go. I did give y'all the ability to unmute yourself if you need to. All right, so Saturday is when I'll be adding people to the group. You may have noticed I started adding the coaches that had let me know that they wanted to be in there. So just before we started this team call, I started putting some coaches in there. So anybody that's in that group already are coaches, okay? Saturday, we can start adding our challengers. All right. The next announcement is we usually start our 21-day groups the very first Monday of the month, but that's not until the 7th, and I really didn't want to wait that long. So we are going to have a group called Leap of Faith, and it's going to start on the 29th. That's a Monday, okay? So that's going to be our next 21-day group that we require a Beachbody program and Shakeology to be used in. Okay, so that's the one where we post every day, and every day they have their accountability, and we give them, you know, tips and facts and motivation and inspiration. At the end of the day, we ask them for accountability. You know, we ask, how'd you do today? Did you drink all your water? You know, how was your nutrition? That kind of stuff. We have one of those groups going on now. This is our last week. And then we'll start a new one on the 29th. So be inviting people to that, and let us know if you want in on that group, and we'll get you added to it. It hasn't been created yet, so I'll get it created. But I do need some volunteers to help run that group. Okay, so any of you that have been in our previous groups, I'm talking to you. If you haven't been in our groups yet, then I wouldn't recommend it just yet. I'd like for you to go through one. But we have stuff for everybody to do. So even if it's just sharing recipes or just sharing some motivation, there's always something for somebody to do. So I need somebody to step up. Sherry is actually going to put her people in our March groups as well, because Sherry and I will be on the cruise for a week, the Beachbody cruise for a week in March. And so we'll be out of pocket those days. All right, I think that's it. Let's jump into it. The art of inviting. All right, raise your hand if you get a little nervous when you think about inviting people. Me too. Okay. Why? Because nobody likes rejection. Okay, nobody wants to be told no. But in order to get to our yeses, we have to get some no's. Okay. I see some of you that told me no at first, and I kept coming back because I just felt like you would love it. And you do, or else you wouldn't be here. So, inviting, we're going to talk about the different types of inviting. You know, there are all sorts of different ways you can do it. You can do it in person, you can do it over the internet, you can look for people while you're in the grocery store. I want you to always be thinking in those terms that you know, there's different ways. You don't have to be stuck into the same ways all the time. The first one that we're going to talk about is called open invites, okay? An open invite is when you post an open invitation on your timeline or your page, inviting people to join your group. You may have noticed that's what I've been doing for our upcoming 5-day group. I post an open invitation. Hey, everybody, I'm going to be hosting a 5-day healthy eating meal prep 101 group. Let me know if you'd like to join. Always opt for a personal connection if you can think of something instead of salesy, because people will connect more with, I really would love for you to join because healthy eating has done blank for me. You know, fill in the blank, whatever it's done for you. Healthy eating gives me more energy and, you know, it makes me feel in control, instead of being salesy and, you know, saying, hey, come join my free group because next week I want to sell you on these Beachbody products. Okay, so try to connect with them personally and post why you're in the group, why you want to be a part of the group. Okay, and then preferably use a link to capture their email address. Like I have my link. I know there were some problems with some of the people trying to sign up, but I think that might be because the ones that are having the problems may have already signed up and the system recognizes that they're already in my database. I got to figure that out. But anyway, if you're that far along in your business where you've already started creating Google Doc sheets, or you're using a system like I use, which is MailChimp, it's a website, then capture their email address that way. And what that does is it stores all of that information for us, but you don't have to be fancy. You could always just use pencil and paper. Just make sure you get their email address, okay? First name, last name, email address, preferably a phone number. That way, you are starting a list of people that you have talked to, okay? It's going to be your contact list. And that way you know that these are your prospects, and you can write on there every time you talk to them. And just a little note, you can keep it in a spreadsheet if you prefer to do that. Or I use Asana, and there is a team call on Asana. So if anybody's interested in that, please let me know after the call by commenting on this team call on the page, and I'll link the team call from that where it shows you how to use it. It's basically just a calendar system. And I like it because I can plug in little notes and then set a date for the next time I want to talk to them, and it pops up and reminds me. And that way I know I talked to Jane Smith today, and she told me that she wanted to buy the challenge pack on the 15th, and then on the 15th it'll flag me to get in touch with her. But like I said, you don't have to be fancy. You can always just use pencil and paper, okay? As long as you're getting their information to start your contact list. All right, the open invite. Don't expect a lot from it. Most people have to be invited personally. I have posted a lot of open invites that get 0 engagement, nothing, okay? So don't be discouraged by that if that happens. Most people will either message you privately, or especially if they see that nobody else has commented on it. That's why I love it when you coaches comment on it, because it kind of opens up, like nobody wants to be the first one. But like if somebody sees that Felicia has commented, you know, they may not know she's a coach and they're like, oh, okay, now I feel a little bit more comfortable to comment. But they might also just message you privately, okay? So those are the open invites. That's how you do that. And then the next, number 2, warm invites, okay? Warm invites are going to be people that you know. So these are going to be people on your friends list. Message these people. Message the people that you know would enjoy and benefit from our groups and your help, okay? There are all kinds of messages that you can send them. And we'll talk about that in a little while, about the scripts. Now, don't target anybody that you know is working with another coach. Like if, I don't know, if you've seen me put somebody in a shred, you know, they're not going to be your prospect really, because they're already working with a coach. Now, sometimes we just don't know and things like that overlap, but we don't do coach swapping. So for instance, like if somebody says, yeah, you know, Felicia, I'd love to join your group, but Becky is my coach. Well, then, you know, what Felicia would do is just send, Felicia, I keep using you as an example, but you would just send them back to me. Oh, okay, well, I'll let Becky know that you want to join the group then, and she'll be happy to add you. And then Felicia will just send me a message and say, hey, Jane Smith wants to join the group. So just common courtesy, we do that amongst each other, and we also do it with other coaches, like other teams. We just send them back. That's why if you've ever filled out one of my forms, it says, you know, please notice that this is only for people who are not already working with a coach, okay? So always reach out to people that like and comment on your nutrition and fitness posts. Those will be like your first warm invite prospects, okay? So anytime that you post something on Facebook that is nutrition, health, fitness, anything like that, the people that like and comment on that are your prospects, okay? So you want to invite them to our groups. And then also just go through your friends list and start inviting those people. Those are your warm invites. But keep a list of these people, because these will be the bulk of your prospects, okay? Later, we will talk about you meeting new people. You know, you're always going to be looking for friends to add on Facebook and meeting new people, and we'll visit that later in phase 1. But for now, just look for opportunities in the grocery store, in the gym, on Facebook. When you see somebody saying, I am so uncomfortable and I've got to do something. You know how people on Facebook, they just share everything. And so when they do that, those are opportunities. And I wouldn't necessarily put it publicly, but private message them and send them an invite to our 5-day healthy eating meal prep. Or if you see somebody talking about how tight they are on time, I just feel like I'm always on the go and I never, you know, have enough time. Those people are prime for our meal prep. Okay, because we're going to save them some time. All right, number 3 is forming. Okay, forming is a term that you will hear in the Beachbody community because it is an acronym, FORM. F stands for family. O stands for occupation. R stands for recreation. And M is message. So family, occupation, recreation, and message. And basically, this is just a reminder for you, when you meet people, you can revisit this acronym to help you strike up conversations with them. We want to know our prospects so that we can best serve them. When we express interest in people and make friends with them, we're going to get much farther with them than if we just vomit Beachbody stuff all over them. You know, they want to know that they're cared about. They want to know that we or being genuine and that we really want to help them, that we're not just trying to sell them stuff. And really, we want to help them, or else we wouldn't be coaches. That's why we're here. So strike up a conversation and ask them about their family. You know, find out, are they married? Are they single? Are they parents? You know, do they still live at home with their parents? You know, are they single parents? Do they have children? You know, these are things that you can ask, and they'll just start telling you. People love to talk about themselves. So give them an opportunity. Just kind of open that up and let them talk about themselves. Let them tell you about them. Okay? And then occupation. You can ask them about their occupation. What do they do for a living? You can find out if they love their jobs, if they're working in a job that they have a passion for, or if maybe they need a job that they are passionate about. Because always keep in your mind, maybe coaching can help them. And then recreation. What do they like to do? What do they like to do with their lives? What do they do for fun? And then message. This one kind of goes two ways, really. We have a message, and then they have a message. We want to know their why, and we want to help them. And then we also can share what Beachbody has done for us, what these programs have done for us, what healthy eating has done for us, okay? And I have some scripts I want to show you on our website that you have access to. Raina and I put together some scripts. She started this document a long time ago, and I really liked the script that she had. Maybe I just copied and pasted it into a document, and then I just started unloading conversations that I had with people onto this document. So it's not really organized and in a proper order. And I keep saying, one day I'll do that, or one day I'll have an assistant that'll do that. But I'm going to go to screen share, and I'm going to take you. Here we go. I'm going to take you into our Facebook group where I can show you how to find the scripts. So basically, again, these scripts are going to be conversations that I've had with people that I just think will be valuable for other coaches to see, so I've unloaded them onto this document. Okay, so they are in our files, which are right here. Can everybody see this okay? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. All right, so they're in our files, but let me show you how to search for stuff. Like before you ask a question, you may want to go and look. Oh, I hope I don't lose y'all because it says my internet's unstable. If I do, I'll be right back, so just hang tight. But go search for stuff before you ask a question, because it's probably been talked about before. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Like I said, this is a file in our database. Now, this is kind of what Sherry was talking about. Be careful with this, because this is my file, and I've given y'all access to it, but don't change anything because you can accidentally change things. But this is a conversation that Raina had, and she was telling me about it one day, and I asked her to share that with me, and I did the same thing, but I just tweaked it a little bit and made it my own. So it kind of gives you a starting point for your warm invites, okay? You can just copy it and paste it into a message and start typing it to your friend, and just change it so that it's more your words, okay? And always reread it and make sure it's applicable. Things may have changed since we typed this, like we may be referring to a sale that's not current anymore. So, or prices, those things. Just always read it and make sure that it's applicable. Okay, but see here, just all sorts of different ones. This is where we explain my challenge groups are for people using Beachbody programs like, and then I start listing off the common Beachbody programs. Here's some short little ones. Hi, blank. It's been a while since we've talked about me helping you utilize one of our nutrition and fitness programs I support. How are you doing? Have you found something that works well for you? Or do you think now might be a good time to revisit the opportunity? So that's like a follow-up message, okay? If you go down, you may actually, and see how some of them, we did a 5-day shred for a while. Most of our shreds are 6 days, but we tried doing a 5-day for a while, and so you'll see that listed. Some of these you may recognize because I sent them to you. Okay, the 25% discount is for coaches. Coaches are happy customers. You know, it just goes through and kind of explains. And then it explains the best way to sign up to be a coach is to purchase a challenge pack. So you'll see different types of conversations here. And you can copy these and paste them. Oh, I just used this one today. Okay, this is a long one about the 21-day fix, and it basically explains the whole 21-day fix, challenge pack, and our challenge group. But I like to break this one up, you guys. I used to send this whole thing, but it is overwhelming for a person to get that whole thing. So this is what I do. I start with this, and I send this part of it. The 21-day fix program lays everything out for you. You know, this is after I've already talked to the person and found out. I usually ask a few questions. Do you have any dietary or physical limitations, restrictions? And then, you know, they'll reply back, no. And I'll say, okay, now what are your goals? I want to know a little bit about their goals. Like, is it weight loss, or are they just trying to tone up, eat healthier? And then I also like to ask, what are your favorite forms of exercise, and then which are your least favorite? So some of you may recognize these questions because I may have asked you these things, but I'm trying to narrow it down and help them pick out the best program for them, because not everybody is supposed to be doing the 21-day fix. And so that'll kind of help you learn, well, this is just an example, and you can tweak it and use a different program if you want. But the 21-day fix lays everything out for you. The eating plan shows you how to use the portion control containers, blah, blah, blah. It explains the eating guide, 30-minute workout video. And then I usually stop there and then ask them another question. Okay. And then after they respond to that, then you can start getting into, you know, the challenge pack and the price. But I try to break it up, because if you send all of this to them, and I have, my experience is that they just don't reply. And then the 1-minute video I have linked on here, but it won't copy over. And you don't really want to send them my video anyway, because that's going to go to my website. So you'll want to go and pull the video off of your website. Okay, and I have a video on YouTube on how to do that. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see a tutorial that I've done. It's just a couple minutes long, and it shows you how to share videos that link back to your website. That way, if they do wind up buying something while they're on the site, you get credit for it. Okay, I think that's it for that. I wanted to take you in and show you some more formal scripts that you can find in your Coach Online office. Okay, when you log into your Team Beachbody website, if you hover over Coach and then go to Coach Online office, which is where you're going to visit most of the time. Let me close this out real quick. It'll let me. Okay, that way if I use less internet, I don't think I'll lose y'all. Okay. All right, so we're in our Coach Online office. This is where you can see like your Success Club points and if you've met your PV for the month and stuff like that. But that's not what we're going to look at right now. What we're going to look at now is we're going to go to News and Training. And then go down to training. And getting started right. There's a lot of helpful information in here, you new coaches. So if you dig around in here, you'll find some really good stuff. And we're going to go into the training library. And then see all this stuff here? They have tracking sheets that you can use, like as you talk to people. They give you guides on how to run challenge groups. They give you information on how to sell challenge packs. They talk about how to earn money on Beachbody. They explain like challenge packs and team cycle bonuses and star diamond bonuses and all kinds of stuff. But what we're going to go down to here is inviting, okay? Now, we're not going to be able to cover everything tonight, but I just want you all to know about all this stuff right here because they have a lot of good content and a lot of scripts in here that you can use. Okay, so let's go check out this PDF, the 5-step invitation process. Okay, so they walk you through it here. If you're feeling uncomfortable about inviting, then just study up more on inviting. The best way to feel comfortable about it, though, is just start doing it. I mean, I still feel uncomfortable doing it sometimes, but you just have to remember that what you're trying to sell people is your health, okay? You're trying to help them get healthier. You're not just selling them and letting them go. You know, the perk is that they get you. All right, so you can just slide down and look at the different step 1. Here's some samples that you can send people. Sounds like things are going great for you. You know, just change it up to make it sound like you. And they may even give you like common responses. Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you excited? Or how are you excited about the program and the group? Okay, so you can see all that. And, you know, just come back here and visit it when we have more time. But I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen share so that I can ask if y'all have any questions. And if we have time, I have a quick video, 2 quick videos I'll show y'all on forming. But first, let me see if anybody has any questions. Let me unmute everybody. Okay, anybody have any questions about the website, scripts, or inviting? Does it make y'all feel more comfortable about inviting, or does it seem totally confusing and overwhelming?
No, it works. Actually, I've been picking through the website here and there, but clearly have missed a lot in there, so I guess I need to spend more time in there.
Yeah, there's a lot in there, and there are a lot of videos too you can watch on inviting, and I'm actually going to post a couple of videos after I share this call on our team page. In the comment section, I'll post a couple of videos for y'all to watch. Okay, does anybody have any questions? All right, I'm going to go back to screen share really quick, and hopefully we won't run out of time. But I want to show y'all a couple of videos real quick that I found on forming. I love Coach Caleb videos, you guys. Okay. Can y'all see it okay?
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com, and welcome to day 23 of Coach Basics. Today we're going to be talking about FORM, or F-O-R-M. Why would I just get bleeped out? FORM. F-O, what the heck? You can't see anything. Whatever, we'll just roll with Because form is such an important topic, we're going to take our time and focus on the F and the O today. And just so you know, this is a fantastic topic for anyone that struggles with striking up conversation on the fly, or with people they haven't connected with for a long time, or if you're just not good at socializing with people. Form will help you immensely. So you're asking, what does FO stand for? Well, let me tell you. FO stands for Fuelons, Formatting Object, Faroe Islands, Follow On, Fallout, Foreign Object, You, Fiber Optic Formula 1, First Officer, Floor Out, Flyover, Fluid Ounce, Foul Out, Flip Off, Flake Out, Firm, Order Flow, Orifice, Fire and Observe, or as Beachbody coaches, we know it as family and occupation. When you first meet new people, you want to start off strong by building a solid relationship, and asking them about their family and occupation is a great way to do that. Does the person you're talking to have kids, or a husband, or a wife, or a fiance, or a cute puppy? I don't know. And what's their occupation? Do they have a full-time job? Are they part-time? Do they like their work? Do they not like their work? Asking those two general questions will really help you learn a lot about your prospect and will help you connect on a deeper level with them. To help refresh you on how to build solid relationships, I'm going to provide 2 links for you. The first link is called How to Build Relationships, and then the second one is Elite Coach Mike Ryan talking about how he uses form in the Beachbody Challenge training video number 2. So don't forget, all this form stuff we're talking about, it doesn't mean a single thing unless you're genuine and sincere when you're asking questions. Make sure you're really trying to get to know people and that your intentions are clear. All right, that's all for day 23 of Coach Basics. Use FO, or family and occupation, as a great way to start conversations and start building relationships right off the bat. I'm Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com. Have a great day.
Okay, one
What's
more.
up, everybody? It's Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com, and welcome to day 24 of Coach Basics. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. I work for Beachbody, so give me money. No? I mean, you don't want to join my team? Nope. Nobody's going to want to have anything to do with you if that's how you form relationships right from the start. So today we're going to finish up our acronym FORM, and this is really easy. We're just talking to people and making friends. Yesterday we started talking about family and occupation, or F and O, and today we're going to talk about the R and M, or recreation and message. So after learning about their family and occupation, ask them what they do in their free time. Do they play any sports? Do they go camping? Do they like fishing? Do they like to rollerblade? Do they swim? Are they professional knitters, crocheters, treasure hunters, basket weavers, or bookworms? Try to learn a little bit about what they do in their free time. Then, and only after you've covered family, occupation, and recreation, do you have enough information about that person to give them your message. And this is where so many Beachbody coaches mess up, because they skip the F and the O and the R, and they jump right into the, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. I'm a Beachbody coach, and here's my products, and buy all this stuff. And it just doesn't work, because people don't know your intentions. So stop wasting your opportunities with people and start forming them. Ask them about family. Ask them about their occupation. Ask them about recreation. And then you can tailor your message to that person's needs. Homework assignment of the day is to apply this form technique immediately. Get out there and form one relationship with one new person today, and come back here and share your experience and how it went. All right, everybody, that's all for day 24 of Coach Basics. I'm so excited to hear how your conversations using the form technique work out for you. I'm Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Caleb. All right. Okay, just a short, tiny little story, really quick. When we were all sitting in Summit last year, the coaches from our team that went, I looked over and I said, hey, there's Coach Caleb. He was just a couple seats down from us. We're like, Caleb! It's pretty funny. And then everywhere we saw him, we're like, hey, there's Coach Caleb. So anyway, I love watching his videos. He's on YouTube. If you're ever looking for anything, there are a lot of Beachbody coaches out there that have a lot of helpful videos on YouTube. But you can go to his channel and follow him if you want, and you can search and look up certain topics, and he's probably talked about it. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all ready to go form some people?
Sure.
All right.
Well, best shot anyway.
Don't forget to keep a list of all the people that you're forming, okay? because you can easily, once you start talking to a lot of people, you can forget somebody. So if you keep a list and you're revisiting that list, then you won't forget them. All right? All right, coaches, go out there and be amazing. Thank you for calling in tonight. I hope you feel more confident about your invites. And go message your friends and invite them to our free 5-day group next week. What do you have to lose?
Oh.
All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.